Our authentic voice. I got asked this on another workshop, and we get, anyone who is doing writing stuff talks about finding their voice. We don't lose our voices. Our voices are there, so it's not lost, and we don't need to become somebody else to magically find this voice thing. But we need to reconnect. Breath work breathwork, writing vignettes, sitting with photos and memory maps, and we sit with them and notice the sound or the rhythm or the language of your thoughts and feelings. Just do that. Your voice isn't lost. It's in there somewhere. What we're doing is we're reconnecting to it. And when you're writing, you might start off really stilted and on a previous workshop, the lady who was asking this was a journalist. So she has a tendency to write in a journalistic style. So we have to step out of writing in a style that is for somebody else. So we don't judge it. It doesn't matter that you've got a journalistic voice or you write manuals for Excel or something. What we do is start to write. I call it writing the mundane, and then the magic will appear. So we clear the environment, crystals, sage. We could sage ourselves. I've got a big piece of selenite somewhere. I could selenite myself. But we create a space of safety to write. Rituals, breath work, tapping, if tapping is your thing. Make sure that your environment is safe for you to write, and write from this place of truth. You could try a mantra. Today, I write without filters, fear, or needing to be clever. Write it on a post-it note and stick it on your screen or wherever you're writing. We really, when we're, I almost said finding your voice. When you uncover the voice that is always there, you write for yourself first. And then what you do is you shape it for your reader. But you need to give yourself permission to express yourself, because that voice will not come out if you're judging it. Oh, nobody will like my writing. Who am I to do this? Oh my God, my first draft is so awful. I've heard so many things, but you know what is really beautiful is, let's say I'm working with someone and they send me their first chapter to have a look at. I know what they're going to say before. Oh, it's so awful. And I can't. Do you know what? It's great. It's always good, because I'm not looking at it as a piece of polished writing. I'm looking at it to say, where's the story? Where's the emotion? What can we do with it? So do it, write it. Do not judge yourself. Breath work. So tune into your body before you write. Ask your body, what do you want to tell today? What's the truth of the writing? What's the story? We allow our voice. I keep wanting to say the finding word because we're so indoctrinated with it, but it comes from a place of presence. Comes from a place of presence. We're not here to perform. We're not monkeys. We're not on a stage. So do try that breath work, or do a body scan and cross your legs and your ankles. I'm a terrible one for having my legs and ankles crossed. Ground yourself into the heart of Mother Earth and scan your body either from your feet and just tune in. You could ask your body, what do you want to tell me? That very likely, whatever your body wants to tell you is something that needs to go in your writing, because it wants to be expressed. But you are not going to do this if you've got, I have to write in silence. I know some people like to go to like really busy cafes and they got, a bit of AC/DC playing and lots of people talking. It's like, no, give me silence. Sit in presence, sit in your presence. Now, you could put a hand on your solar plexus, so just above your belly button, This is your place of identity. So what does your identity want to tell you? What needs to come through? Maybe if you put your hands on your sacral, what about that creativity, that emotion? What needs to be born through the womb that wants to come out? So you can play with your body in so many that sounds absolutely awful. You can play with your body. We'll just retract that. Write like you speak, like someone you trust. A great way to do things is to record yourself. So find something you want to write and talk it, and then listen back. It is fascinating. Just stick the recorder on and talk. So you want to talk as if you're, oh, sorry, someone who gets you, someone who really understands you. Take away that pressure. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to talk to. I'm not allowed to call her my oldest friend, my longest friend. We met. My father used to be in the RAF, and when we came back to the UK, I met her in the classroom, and we have been friends ever since. So if I were going to do this exercise, I'd talk to Dawn because she knows me. She gets me. We have been through all sorts. Yeah. It's always about someone who really truly sees you. So if I were telling this to someone who truly sees me, witnesses me, feels me, I would say. So when we get into a place of, oh my goodness me, I have to write this, so it's the perfect thing for my reader, you will never find your voice. See, you will never uncover your voice. You will not let it emerge. Authentic writing has edges, it breathes, it pauses, it flows. It's human. It's not AI. Yeah. So you're not here to impress. You are here to impress people later on because you want people to pick your book up and go, oh my goodness me, I just love this person's writing. But you're here when it is about uncovering your voice, you're here to express the beauty of your voice with all of it, that the emotion, the feeling, the strange ways you say things, the odd language that you might use that you hadn't realized you used. So, here's my metaphors. Notice what comes naturally to you. What metaphors do you reach for? What about the rhythm when you're not trying? Yeah, your voice is always present. It's always part of you. It's like we need to push the layers of conditioning away. So when you read anything that you've written, what feels most like you? When you read it, you go, yeah, that's me. I'd say that. I'd say the moon is like a balloon. I think that's from a David Niven book, I think. I'm not going to confess anything because I think that shows my age. We'll just ignore it. So metaphors. Grief is like a house with no doors. Shame sat on my chest like an old cat. I was like a lighthouse that forgot that it was allowed to shine. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to do too many metaphors because people go, oh, she's doing another metaphor. But it's rich language. So, play with your metaphors. We're writing from the inside out. We're writing about our experiences, our values, our beliefs. We're not writing for people to love and adore us, although we are when it's published. We write because we want to be known for this person that has a richness of experience, a richness of stories. And some of those stories are going to be uncomfortable and ugly. Yeah. I think a really interesting exercise to do when you're writing a book is to explore your core values, because these will be expressed through your writing and that authentic voice. People will get a sense of who you are and your values if you write with your real voice. So when you have written, read it aloud. Now, part of the editing process that I teach, and it's quite laborious. I can only do a chapter at a time. I do a couple of things. I get I use Microsoft Word. Inside Microsoft Word, there's a thing called read aloud. I will get the computer to read it aloud, and I'll sit with my eyes closed and listen to what it says. And I think that doesn't sound like me, and I'll edit. So that's the computer-based version. And then just get your phone, read it aloud. Does it sound like you? If it doesn't, soften the mask. We hide under layers of expectations. So our voice isn't a thing or a persona or a something. It needs us to be fully here and fully ready to express itself. I'll say it again, in all its beauty. So record yourself. And it says here, like, listen to, like it's a message from future. You'll be like, oh my goodness me. Honestly, I tell you what, if you read, the thing in Microsoft Word is really useful because it's like, oh, that's good. Or, oh, I didn't mean, that. So when we read it ourselves after we've got a computer version to do it, it's quite incredible, quite moving. So, like I said, you're not creating this voice, you're not finding it. We talk about finding it. I often say finding your voice, but actually we're remembering our voice and we're remembering who we are. And, we're writing as if we're having a conversation with our soul.